The Deputy U.S. Secretary of State paid a visit to the South Bay today to get a firsthand look and smell of the sewage crisis.
It comes after Congress secured $400 million last week to repair the South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant. The amount of raw sewage flowing from Mexico into the U.S. has overloaded the plant, causing millions of gallons to contaminate the ocean, beaches, and the air in Imperial Beach and nearby. CBS 8's Abby Black went on the tour and reports on what's next.
The Deputy Secretary of State took a tour of the South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant. He wanted to see what this $400 million will do to repair and expand the project. Now, while it may take 5 to 7 years to complete, congressional leaders say the urgency is there to address the sewage crisis.
We've been struggling since then to bring them back into operation.
As the International Boundary Water Commission operations manager leads the tour with Deputy U.S. Secretary of State Richard Verma and local congressmen, he explains that in 45 days, 2 more primary sanitation tanks are expected to be operational, which will bring the South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant into compliance. That hasn't happened since March of 2022.
This is a public health problem. It is an economic problem. It is a international problem.
This visit comes a week after San Diego's congressional delegation secured $400 million for IBWC to repair and double the size of the broken plant.
This has taken too long to get fixed, but thankfully we are on a better path today.
While the money won't divert or treat the 60 million gallons of raw sewage flowing from Mexico into the U.S. each day, IBWC commissioner says the expansion will lower the amount of cross-border flow by 90%.
And it should be zero. Commissioner Resendes, my Mexican counterpart, are having weekly meetings on this. We're meeting with the Mexican section. We're trying to identify those sources. We're looking at data, and we're going to do a very quick study to identify those sources.
Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre applauds the money, but says the urgency is now.
The city of Imperial Beach is constantly hearing these anecdotal reports of upper respiratory ailments, gastrointestinal illnesses, and poor quality of life, frankly. So the urgency cannot be overstated. We need a state of emergency declaration from our president. We need the support from our governor.
I took her concerns to Congressman Juan Vargas and to Deputy Secretary Verma. Why has a state of emergency not been declared?
And I think this is a state of emergency and it should be declared. I don't know why it hasn't.
So we are operating with a degree of emergency in our efforts, but the particular federal law that's applicable doesn't actually allow us to declare a state of emergency, but we are operating as if there is a public health emergency.
Work on the design of the plant's expansion is expected to start next month. In the South Bay, Abby Black, CBS 8.